Matt, it looked like a sharper day for the offense, and Sam in particular. Was that your first impression as well?
Well, I thought today. Yeah, I mean, yesterday was just not good at all for the offense. I thought, yeah, they were much better today. First day in the red zone. Thought we really kind of functioned well early, and then kept it going all the way through late. Nice 2-minute drive there at the end. So I said to the fans, I don't want to be great on offense every day. I don't want to be great on defense every day. I want to kind of go back and forth. That means you have a good team. So yesterday the defense was sharper. Today the offense was sharper. When I say sharp, I mean sometimes it's just a guy gets beat, right? It's just one play. So, but I thought the offense looked a lot better today.
Matt, a lot of players seem to run into this sign down there at DOB. Can you talk about that and the meaning behind it?
Yeah, it says DBO. That's just like one of the first tenet of our plan to win is that don't beat ourselves. So I mean that's been up there. I think maybe we put it up before yesterday's practice, maybe the day before. I can't remember. Matt Lombardi on our staff, that was actually his idea. We had been taking a lap, and then we said, hey, let's put something on the practice field, and so that they run to it just to remind themselves, like, hey, this is how we're going to win games, right? By not jumping off sides, by not having penalties, So, just a little thing, but just a reminder. So I think we ran yesterday was the first day maybe, and then today. So, but just don't beat ourselves.
Have you ever done anything like that in college, Matt? Part of your process?
I've never done that before. Matt Lombardi, I think he worked in Miami. I think we stole it right from Coach Flores. I think they had something, not don't beat ourselves, but they had something else that they said. I don't know. I don't want to speak for Coach Flores, but Matt said, hey, this is something we did. It was a good idea. So as a staff, we're always saying, hey, what are things that you've done or ideas you have that are better? And instead of taking a lap, the whole point of running for making a mistake is that it's not the running is the punishment. It's that you're missing reps. You're missing an opportunity to be on, show what you can do. Like when you talk to players, especially guys trying to make the team, they're always like, I just want an opportunity, coach. Just give me some reps. Well, if you get a rep and then you jump off sides, you lose those reps and someone else gets those reps. So, practice it's a privilege to practice. And so, that way it's not it's not angry. You're not cussing guys out. Guys make mistakes, but we're at a constant war to be a focused group, and so that's it. But that came from Matt.
Matt, with the helmet padding the linemen were wearing today, what's behind that, and kind of what went into the idea of using that?
Yeah, that's a player decision. Those Guardian caps are used by lots of colleges and NFL teams. Dr. Sills this summer presented the research. It significantly lowers head trauma and concussions, and I hate talking like I'm an expert, so if I'm wrong, this is what I took from it. Okay, but it just significantly lowers like the head force, and so we presented it to the guys last year as an option. A lot of guys took it. This year, I think some of our leadership guys on the offensive defensive line just said, hey, let's try this out, guys, for our sake, and like I said, it's a player decision.
Matt, when there was a mini fight kind of towards the end there, what do you kind of say to them after that, and like seeing that, not like seeing that?
Well, every fight's different, So, but obviously we want to be a disciplined team. So, my point was, if someone does something to you and you feel like you need to turn around and fight, that's a decision you're making, and there's going to be a repercussion. So, even if you feel completely justified, we're not going to win a lot of games if everyone does what they want to do. The way we believe you win games is you do what the team needs, not what we need you to do. So, if we're going to take 15-yard penalties and be a penalized team, we're not going to win. So, if you're going to fight, but then there's going to be some repercussion, large or small, right? So, again, I just think football is better when it's put back to the players as, you make these decisions, and, we're going to train you, but, like, the days of, like, just do it this way or else are gone, right? Like, here's the decision you have to make, here's the repercussions, here's the consequences. Every decision we make as a coach, player, either affects winning or causes losing. So penalties, as we learned last year, cause losing for us. And so we want to eliminate them. So that's just kind of the message. Just try, which I guess you'd call it a teachable moment, though. Everyone knows it, but just if you're going to fight. But understand you're going to run down there afterwards.
It was Robbie looked like took exception to something Troy Pride. I don't know. What'd you see on that play?
Not much other than that. Just two guys, and then there was another one right afterwards, So. Just guys kept probably after a while getting tired of being out here with each other, So.
Matt, didn't see Darius Clark back out there too. Do you have any updates?
He had the concussion, so yesterday's practice, so he was out. He's out. He's in that protocol right now.
Matt, how nice to see. I know you're going to be without him for a while, but that Keith was able to be out there.
Yeah, I think when they first said it, they felt like it was going to be okay, but obviously we're going to take every precaution. And he was back not pretty quickly, but quickly yesterday, back into the facility. So obviously, glad he was okay.
Anything other than a concussion with him?
No, just a concussion.
Was today kind of phasing Shaq back in? I saw he did a little more. Or is he kind of still?
They were trying to. I think they were trying to get him. They're just trying to work him back in, moving in the right direction. He's working with our return to play people. So,
Matt,
We'll do one more.
Dan Arnold, how's his camp been so far, and how do you foresee his role?
I think Dan's had an excellent camp. He's an excellent receiver. We see him as being a red zone threat, third down threat, vertical passing game threat. At the tight end position. So he's a grinder. He's a worker. And finds a way to get his hands on balls, and he's the ultimate brand guy. Like, he loves to compete, loves to, he's a tough guy, smart guy. So he's a good veteran for the young guys to look up to.
I saw Mike Panashuk taking reps as center, but he's listed as a defensive tackle. Is that a thing you wanted to change positions with him?
Yeah, he changed in the spring. He moved to the offensive line in the spring and then stayed with it this fall. So if he's listed as D tackle, it's probably something we need to look at because he's moved over to the offensive line.
Man, what was ultimately the decision in deciding to waive JT versus any other decision that you may have made?
I think I make every decision just kind of as a one-off. I make a decision based upon, what's best for the team. And so every time we waive a player, every time we sign a player, we just say, hey, what's best for the Carolina Panthers? And those are never easy decisions, but that's really just the ultimate deciding factor. Is what's best for us.